welcome to the Juju Show. Today we were talking about all the NFL news that has happened this past week with stories like the NFL's new policy on unvaccinated players, top free agents signing deals, and the last dance in Green Bay. Before we get started, please ask you to hit the subscribe button if you are new. Check this video like if you ended up enjoying, and check me out on social medias at Jude_Jets on Instagram and Twitter. Alright, let's get it. Last season, NFL teams rescheduled games all the time if somebody in their organization tested positive for COVID. Well, now the NFL has a policy for that. So apparently, if a game cannot be rescheduled during the 18-week season this year due to a COVID outbreak among unvaccinated players, the team with the outbreak will forfeit and be credited with a loss for playoff seeding. Also, the players and coaches, doing stuff in a game that gets forfeited will not get paid. So the NFL is basically forcing players to get vaccinated without forcing them to get vaccinated. And because of that, a lot of people think this policy is going to greatly impact the NFL. And I'm going to disagree with you there. Because I think the NFL is 75% vaccinated or close to being fully. Because why make a policy that has huge consequences for players who aren't vaccinated when most of your league isn't? That just doesn't make sense. So I doubt this policy is going to have huge implications because A, most of the NFL is probably already vaccinated, and B, NFL teams are most likely only going to sign and draft players who are already vaccinated. Since we're on the topic of big impacts, 3 of the NFL's top remaining free agents have found themselves new homes. So Melvin Ingram is a Pittsburgh Steeler, Malik Hooker is a Dallas Cowboy, and Brian Poole is a New Orleans Saint. So let's start off with Ingram signing with the Steelers. I like this move by Pittsburgh. When healthy, Ingram is a good player, and he recently said he's 200% healthy. Feels like he's 18, so healthy Ingram is back. And he's also going to be lining up opposite of TJ Watt, who is one of the best players in the NFL. And this isn't Ingram's first time lining opposite of a premier edge rusher. He's been doing it the past couple of seasons with Joey Bosa. And remember how good he was paired up with Bosa? Just imagine how good he's going to be with Watt. So this is going to be one of the best edge rushing duos in the NFL this season, Watt and Ingram. Great move by Pittsburgh. I also thought the Cowboys signing Malik Hooker was a good idea. They need help with the secondary position, and Malik Hooker might not provide an impact because he's kind of been a bust in Indianapolis. I don't think he's been that bad, just injuries have ruined his career. But since the team is looking to sign him, he must be somewhat healthy, and a change of scenery could really help him out. And Dallas could have potentially found themselves a new premier safety with Malik Hooker, so I think this was another good move by Dallas. And I also thought the Saints signing Brian Poole was a good idea. He's been one of the top slot cornerbacks in the NFL the past couple of years, and the Saints needed help at that position. So if you put 2 and 2 together, this move makes a lot of sense. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams recently posted a picture of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen giving each other a fist bump, most likely referencing the Last Dance documentary, which is about how the Chicago Bulls super team split up. Now, this isn't the first reference to the Last Dance documentary. Rodgers has made this off-season. Apparently, in team group chats, he was calling the Packers general manager Jerry Krause, the guy known for splitting up the Bulls super team. Zadarius Smith was also asking for good realtors in Green Bay on Twitter. So this could potentially be the last dance for the Packers super team. And for our final story of the day, we're talking about the Anthony Miller trade. So last night, the Houston Texans traded for the Bears receiver in exchange for late-round picks. Now, I don't think this is a good move by Chicago because Anthony Miller is on the verge of breaking out. Last season, he kept on getting better each and every game. He was the guy fantasy experts told you to pick up in free agency because it was only a matter of time before he broke out. And last season, when Chicago Bears quarterbacks played well, he also played well. And if Justin Fields turns out to be the real deal, the Bears are really going to regret making this move. But it's a good move in the Texans' case because Deshaun Watson is reporting to training camp. So they're going to have a good quarterback to throw to Anthony Miller. Breakout season incoming. Call in right here first on the Jude Jet Show. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you ended up enjoying, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on social medias at Jude_Jets on Instagram and Twitter, and comment down below what piece of news you thought was most interesting. If for some reason the comments are turned off, just hit me up on my social medias. Well, I'm your host, Jude, signing off for now. See you later.